1051.
With Nas, and it seems like every project, you know, he reaches out to you. And I think I heard even on your project you got a crazy one with Jay. So what's you guys' relationship?
You know, that's my big homie. You know, that's who signed me to Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? And ever since day one, I always, you know, sat down and he gave me game pointers. I still, you know, make a call on this and that, and he give me little advice. And you know, he respect the moves I'm making. He respect it. He gives it to me. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, when we was in the studio, you know, working this, you know, not too long ago, you know, that's what we was talking about. Like, who really gonna take it and run with it? Who gonna take it and run with it? And that's exactly what, you know, the boy did. So most definitely on my new album, Mastermind, you gonna hear Hove. You know what I'm saying? I may have to give you boys a, you know, the verse I did on bass. You know, and there was another record that I got that you already heard that Hove did a verse for. So, you know, you never know, man.
Is it true Bleak the one who told Hove to sign you?
You know, me and Bleak had that conversation before. You know what I'm saying? Bleak used to come down to Miami. They used to be in Miami, and, you know, I came through. I met Bleak, you know what I'm saying? I had a rollie then. Bleak, Mom, what you? Nah, we out here getting it, boy. Woo, 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 woo. And, you know, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And Jay always had ties in Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's just some of the homies that he used to deal with locked up now, but he always had ties. He knew people that I knew, so it was all love. And when we linked up, you know what I'm saying? It's 1,000.
Is this MMG documentary still happening?
Most definitely. You in it?
Am I? Right now?
Yeah.
How far along are you guys?
We actually been filming it for over a year now. We've been filming it over a year now, but when we come with it, it's something I want to be, you know, real dope, as well as get the approval from all the homies when they come to their, you know, particular section, so on and so forth. So we always just document what we doing. It's all good.
Now, Meek, you tweeted you was going to make an example out of somebody. And then the next tweet was World Star moment.
No, we ain't gonna even get into that. Yeah, you know, we staying focused. You know what I'm saying? When he, as far as him saying example, I mean, as far as, you know,
embarrassing these dudes in this game.
Period.
His money.
Period. You know what I'm saying? As far as over here, man, ain't nothing wrong with getting your paper up, taking care of your family, and that's what it's about.
But this what I want to say is, like, I want to get off that subject. I just be wondering, like, how do these guys get these titles the way it go? Like, we never, Angela Yee, who the hottest on the East?
I think right now it's you,
Meek Mill in the club,
Pusha T,
Double M.
Not to mention Meek Mill, you see Meek Mill out and about.
I'm in the club every night. Meek is the
hottest.
Meek is hottest on the East.
Everywhere you go, yes. Meek Mill songs come in the club.
When I'm in your city, and that's across the world, when I'm in your city, you gonna know I'm here. The whole lifestyle running, the baddest chicks gonna know I'm here. The livest guys in the streets gonna know I'm here. When we in them clubs, the club gonna go off every time. This has been going on for 2-3 years. Double M be doing that thing. I just think, like, sometimes people forget and they be counting.
Look up at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Look up at the scoreboard.
Y'all can't all the hoes, okay?
Why not?
Pass them over here sometime.
Yeah,
gentlemen, you're engaged. Stop
Why
it.
we be on the chicks right now? I'm just working.
What we came for then? I want the biggest houses, man, the biggest pools, the sexiest chicks. I want my homies to have the biggest houses. I feel good when I see my little homies on private jets, because I know you going to get paper. I know your kids good. I know your mama straight wherever she at. She putting lemon lime on that prime rib. If that ain't what you talking about, I have no interest in your existence, homie. We ain't even mad at you. Go do whatever you doing wherever you at. As far as on this side, listen, man, it's straight, man. We chasing 100 M's, and when we get there, we gonna hit the reset button. It ain't nothing.
I want Ross to do an audio cookbook, man. It's like the way he described food, you put lime on that prime.
You already know.
Sometimes I be confused, like they gotta re-explain the game over to me. Like, it's like, who the street rappers now? It ain't too many. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It seems like
you can't even really rap real street rap and get played on the radio before. I'm doing it by force. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody on the 1-2, like, mediocre. Stay in the middle. Don't say too many cuss words. Don't say the N-word too much. Don't say this, that, no. Meek Mill gonna do the same thing Biggie, Jay-Z, all them was doing.
Now you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it pure. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it in the 90s.
But you know, Meek the only street rapper out of the new era, though. Out of the new
I'm the
generation.
only street rapper that's making moves. That's jumping on that jet.
That's real talk. That's
I'm the
real
only
talk.
street rapper that's making enough money to withhold and stay in that light. It's a lot of dudes that street rap. I think Yo Gotti, one of the best street rappers in the world, but because the way he come, that it's like the game ain't willing to get behind that. No,
and not even that. I feel like the way he come, you know, everybody got a time. I feel like it's gonna get greater for Gotti too.
You just can't tell me some of these dudes better than Yo Gotti because they sold a certain amount of records.
Now this is time. Now this is time because it's opening up. I'm seeing more and more people starting to play him on radio. And this is time.
And that's what it's about. We don't want us to give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my biggest rules as far as being a businessman. If it ain't mine, I don't want it. I don't want it. If you drop something, hey man, you drop something. But what's mine, I want it all. You understand? And that's what it is. And as far as if you keep hustling and you stay down, your day gonna come, homie.
How hard is it to find that balance, Meek, between industry and the streets?
I just go and do me. I know how to make money, period. Like it's it's always like, if you a hustler, I came in this game a hustler. When I met Ross, we signed the deal. I'm signing the deal. I'm iced out already. I'm getting $15,000. That's why Ross signed me, because he seen that I was a monster. Like, you know, I watch guys get $2 million, $1 million deal. Dudes come out one song, you never see them again. Me, I was hustling. Anybody that been in Philly, Ross, know I was on stage doing me, holding it down. My city fully behind me. Like,
real talk.
It's like they wait till you to do like a certain number to everybody to get behind you. I been thought J. Cole was hot. I ain't had to wait till J. Cole do no crazy number. I been thought that boy was nice lyrically, and he held it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? The game is so crazy now. It's like you got to pass a test to get the right cosign. No, I'ma show my money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to show by longevity and lasting in this game and sticking around. Like, we going on 3 years at Double MG. And I think we've been hot the whole 3 years. I don't think we missed out on 1 year.
We getting hotter. Nah.
I think I laid back
all the money bags that been laid on the table, we getting them all. Hurrah! 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 All of them, you understand?
You ain't gonna see no more street rappers jumping on no birds right now. That might not never happen again.
It may not never happen.
It may not never happen for no dudes coming from the hood talking crazy on these tracks. You know, you got chicks in his club singing the intro. When I seen Drake, he said you got chicks singing that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying no chick-friendly stuff in that record.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's just bringing that energy and making people feel like what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't no single or nothing.
Now you're doing a Maybach Music takeover in Miami.
Right.
It's gonna be the first one?
It's the very first one. We're taking over the city. Sam, what's the date?
20th to the 23rd.
The 20th to the 23rd, we taking over the city 3 days in a row, man. It's gonna be an event, you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna go down in the books. This gonna be one of them old school throwback events that we used to see sometimes that we, you know, the game got away from. So we gonna, you know, introduce a lot of people to that yacht life, you know.
How often you gonna do the summit, Meek?
Summit?
Yeah, the Dream Chase Summit. I'm gonna do it once
a year. I just wanted to bring some stuff back to my community, and like, you know, Ross, everybody came out, because in Philly we ain't really got nobody to talk to. We don't got no builders, we don't got no help. So, and a lot of people, when I try to explain it to them, they could never really understand. So we wanted to do something different and bring real people that's on their way to being successful, or people successful, to come down and tell them. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out pretty nice. Me, Ross, a bunch of athletes, talked to a bunch of kids, and, you know, hopefully a few kids went home and learned something.
All right.
Now, Rocky Fresh, for you, being that you're the youngest one in MMG, who do you go to when you need advice or need to figure out what you need to do?
I mean, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They've been through a bunch of stuff that I'm going to, like, soon go through with that. I'm just not approaching. I've been on tour with them. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of times. I opened up for Meek on the Dreams and Nightmares tour. Opened up for Wale on the Gifted tour. And me and Stalley, we chop it up a lot. I always be out in Miami with Rose. Even with Scream, like, I be talking to everybody. Like, everybody got something to offer, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like a sponge right now, just taking in everything and then, you know, putting it back in the music.
So how do y'all move? Because there's so many of y'all, you know what I mean? It's like, you look out there, there's like 15, 20 people. Like, well, we know Stalley's always there first, right?
Stalley's always on time.
Might be by himself or anything.
Yeah, I'm always
Stalley
by
always
myself.
rolls up.
Stalley was at 8:30 this morning. Stalley was at dumb early.
But I move by myself, man. I do my own thing. I move to the beat of my own drum, you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't go rogue, man. Stick close to the hotness, man.
Man, I am hot.
Believe that.
What am I sticking to? I'm sticking to myself.
I mean, if you can, listen, I'll stand by Ross and Meek. Why not? They hot, you know what I mean? It's only gonna make you hotter.
Yeah. So am I.
Yeah.
Why am I not hot?
No, you are. You dope. But I'm saying it make people recognize you even more. You know what I mean?
But I'm just asking you why I'm not hot. I'm hot.
Oh,
it depends on who you ask. You know what I'm saying?
Tell Stolly why you not.
Yeah,
Stolly not
because y'all don't play me on the radio.
No. It don't matter how nice you are if don't nobody know.
Because you don't play me on the radio.
No.
Who don't know?
No. People do know, but what I'm saying is more people will start to recognize Stolly if he's staying close to Ross and Meek and Wale.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because you know, as a team, you know, we all collectively on fire. You know what I'm saying? And Stolly, you know, he most definitely original music. Some of the dopest music.
I just came from overseas performing in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah.
But for Stolly, this is your first commercial solo, you know, EP release. It's been a long time coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, we put out a mix. I mean, what people fail to realize is I've been doing, you know, I've been doing shows around New York City. I've been putting out mixtapes. You know, and finally, you know, this mixtape got recognized for one of the best mixtapes of the year. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't even been out a full month yet. You know what I'm saying? And the other artists that's in that category been out all year. So, I mean, it's good, you know what I mean? And the fans want an album from me. You know, my fans, they want an album. They want to support. So we giving them an EP.
Right. What do you think separates you from, like, other MMG artists?
Everything. I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm original. I'm from Ohio. I got a different story. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Just that.
That sound. I want y'all to check out that Honest Cowboy and his Self-Made 3. He got a different vibe. I love the way he still screws, you know, some of his records in a whole nother type of way. That's, you know, real original, man. So I just want y'all to make sure y'all.
And that's what it is too. It's about people warming up to new sounds. You know, a new voice. Like he was saying, like people just now playing Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti been hot, and I've been hot. But it's just about the world warming up to a different sound, a different voice, and catching a different flow. You know what I mean? It take a while for people to warm up to wanting to even hear that on the radio or in the club.
I think you're gonna be like, and I hate to compare people. I think you're gonna be like J. Cole, where nobody expected a lot. And it's gonna be one of those things. You have so many followers. Like, you know, there's so many mixtapes and so many songs. Like even the joint with Scarface is big. I mean, and I don't think people get it because it's not on commercial radio. And I think the same thing with J. Cole. I don't think people got it. But I think.
But now when you go and when you put up them numbers, they gonna get it.
Of course. And they always
gonna act like they got it.
Exactly.
Now for you, Omarion, you've done some pretty big bangers. What do you think it is that you need to do for people to be like, okay, let me go out and get this, you know, because this is a whole new situation for you, obviously.
I think I'm right on time, you know, especially with Know You Better. And, you know, I like to think that, you know, having a career as long as I've had, you know, this is like 15 years in coming, you know what I mean? So I just need to continue to do what I've been doing because it's not a lot of people around still, especially from my era that, you know, are sane and got money and got phantoms and got nice houses and these things that, you know, people consider success. You know what I'm saying? I've been had it and I kept it. So I'm good. I'm right on time.
Omarion's in his era like he's 40.
No, you know, listen, because I was looking at some of Omarion's tweets. I was looking at some of his tweets, and he said, "How the F could I pretend at this point? It's going on 15 years in the game, up or just on some plateau-ish. I'm still here." And he said, "I'm doing something right, right?"
Damn right.
You gotta do something to keep them bills right.
To keep that view in them hills.
Exactly.
It sounded to me like
I thought I was like, boy, this you?
That's how I be looking at Envy when I be looking at his Instagram.
Like, yo,
me too, man. You know how many times I go to my boss and be like, hey, look here, man, how much Envy making?
Like anybody.
Man, Envy had a convo though.
Envy got a connect
out
here.
You
see Envy's earring.
That's you know what I mean?
You see Envy's earring.
Absolutely.
But Envy just be leasing cars and trading them and stuff like that, so it's not.
No, Envy be having them for a long time. He be passing the 2-year limit and everything with him.
You say you was watching Omarion tweets. You better be watching mine.
Not only do I watch your tweets, Mr. Rick Ross, but I did go to your premiere of your acting debut.
Oh yeah, you
Salute
did.
to that.
I did go and show support on a Friday night.
Friday night, looking sexy.
Right. So how much more acting are you gonna be doing?
You never know. You know, I done turned down a few roles. You know, it's only certain things, you know, whatever I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? We got something that we actually negotiating right now. That's gonna be real dope, a real dope film situation. And you know, once it come to fruition and we lock it in, I'm gonna come back and check y'all out.
Oh, okay. Did you have to like did you go and actually study?
No.
You just went and did it?
Once I hit the blunt, I'm ready.
Survive. You gotta change in the habitat.
I'm ready.
What's up with my dog Gunplay, man?
That's my dog. Love that boy forever.
Shout out Gunplay.
Shout out.
That's my dog.
When we get this out? When's Gunplay album coming out?
Yeah, he Gunplay, we just had to finalize all his legal situations.
They done now. He's good now.
Def Jam wanted to make sure that was in the case, you know what I'm saying?
Before we,
right, before we opened up them budgets, but them budgets wide open and we finna, you know what I'm saying, handle our business. Look for my homie to put his album out hopefully on top of the year.
Is it hard for the labels to understand him, especially like, you know, he a wild dude, and they see him still getting in situations like the dude was said he knocked him out or something in the club, whatever.
No, the other night he tried to fight the whole club, and the security had to put him down.
Yeah.
So
that is crazy.
Gun just lived that life. He called me an hour later. He was at the Waffle House.
Crazy.
I say, man, I just say, hey, man, we got, self-made. We went over this week a promo. He told me he had a couple more shows lined up. I said, well, go get your money. We'll link back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's my brother. He just one of them dudes. That's his life. He gonna always do that. So hopefully when he do come to you other clubs and you venues, everything good. But that's just Gun.
But even with your success, do you ever have to, pull people to the side and be like, yo, Gun, you can't do that. Meek, you can't do that. You try to,
you try to do it, but that's Gunplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my homie from day one. I kept it real with him from day one. I done saw my homeboy, go through a lot of things, struggle with a lot of addictions, but that's my dog and I'm gonna ride with him forever, you understand? And I'm glad he understand when he get into these things, it ain't nothing personal. Them people don't know you, that ain't, cause Gunplay is really, that's how he got his name. He really on that, but he keep it moving, he, whatever they, Waffle House, drinking gin.
Gunplay did it to your dog on the vine over there. I said, well, God,
so
man.
he came to the studio and my son was in the backyard shooting hoops, you know what I'm saying, and he pulled his gin out, you know what I'm saying. They played horse for about an hour or two in the scorching sun early in the morning while he drunk Seagram's gin. I told him it should at least be Ciroc.
Nothing good happens when drink gin.
Oh man, but that's the homie, man, and he go hard, and I love my dog.
What about for you, Stally, walking around by yourself all the time? Because you do roll around, I always see you by yourself. Has anybody ever tried to harass you, or you felt like you've been in a situation where people might have run up on you?
Nah, I mean, I just give out love, you know what I'm saying? It's always warm.
I ran up on him a couple times in my sneaker store. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
no one's scared of envy.
Shut up. People don't expect that. Some people, they try to. It's the MMG title and all that comes with something, so people might say something to test you. But at the end of the day, people don't bother me.
It's love.
All right.
Get love in these streets, B.
Yeah. The album comes out next week, the 17th.
Next week, September 17th.
Make sure y'all get it.
Yeah,
and then who after that? Meek after that? Marion? Who after that?
Yeah.
And make sure that day you go on iTunes and you pick up Stally new EP as well.
Absolutely.
That's releasing the same day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, make sure y'all just support Double MG, and y'all know what it is.
And the Boosie verse on the album, was that an old verse or is that something?
We'll talk about that later. Shout out to Lil Boosie. Shout out to that boy Boosie Boo. You know what I'm saying? I just RP Lil Snoop forever. You know that, and Boosie. Hopefully they telling me this November he'll be coming home.
You gonna sign him?
I'm gonna put a bag on the table for that boy. You know that, just to make sure he got. You know what I'm saying? And we do what it do. You never know.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's the Breakfast Club. It's Maybach Music. You know what it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.